Alright, everybody. Let me mute this for a second. Okay. Um, this is just some random one shot, one kill, super laggy gameplay in the background because I'm mostly just talking about this new announcement for all you Gears guys who don't know. Microsoft bought the rights to Gears of War from Epic, so they've got a new studio working on the Gears of War franchise, working on a new game for the Xbox One, which like I've heard some mixed reviews about this. I mean, some people are really excited, and some people are just like, "Oh, what? I don't give a shit." So I mean, and after what's happened in the sort of Gears franchise, I'm not surprised. Um, in a sense, I want to do a little. Oh, I totally jacked that kill. I want to do a little bit of a sort of response to some things I heard CookielMonsterr say, because I think he made some good points and also some bad points in his video. Um, I'll just go ahead and do that right now, and then I'll just go on to my final opinion after I get done talking some shit about CookielMonsterr. Anyways, so what he said at first is, and even the title of his video implied that Microsoft is only doing this to milk the franchise, which they well might be, but I mean, they're a company, they're trying to make money. Yeah, they're gonna, um, you know, make games that they know will succeed. But I wouldn't. I mean, it's not. He says that like it's a bad thing. Like making more games of Gears of War would be a bad thing. Like I think what milking is what Activision does with Call of Duty, to where it's just every single year there's a new one, and it's just gotten so stale and boring. But people keep buying it, and that's milking in my opinion. I don't think keeping a franchise alive and taking a few years to create a new game. I don't consider that milking really, because I mean when you say the word milking, it sort of implies a bad connotation to it. But I do see his point. Like I think Cookie Monster's to the point where he just doesn't care about Gears anymore because of what's happened to it. That it's like a lot of Gears players have have gotten to that what's the word, that point in their lives where they're just like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this game anymore. Because I mean, yeah, I was like that too. Look at that fucking beast melee just missing all over the place. Oh my god, this game was super. I don't know how I got that headshot. This game was really laggy, but yeah, he and then he goes on to talk about how it's a new company, and there's not all the same people. God, wow, that was a delayed headshot, and there's not a lot of the same people working for what's the company, Black Tusk or something like that. It's not all the same people, but I mean, you know, that I don't really consider that a good argument either. Yeah, there are different people working on the game, but they're not like I would assume they've worked on games before and they would kind of know what they're doing. I mean, the old Epic Studio was not infallible. They fucked some shit up and they did some good things with the franchise. I mean, they invented it, of course, and they did some really great things for the third person genre, but towards the end there, they also made some decisions that were really fucking awful, in my opinion. I think the entirety of Gears Judgment was just a bad idea, honestly. So I think the argument that, you know, I don't know if he meant you shouldn't get excited because it's not all the same Gears people and that it's going to be a completely different game. I don't know if that's the argument he was trying to make, but I don't really understand where he was going with that when he said, "Oh, it's not all the same people from Epic." So I don't really understand that whole idea, that mindset that he had. Like, yeah, it's different people, but I mean, they're still game designers and programmers, and they're going to have a lot of money to back them up. So I mean, that's not really anything to. I mean, that's not really an argument in my opinion. But then he said something that I thought was actually really smart. Like, because like the evidence is right here. Today's casualized gamers are not gonna want a serious Gears game. Um, and I can make an entire video about this topic, by itself, about how casual gaming has sort of ruined all these hardcore franchises. Halo and Gears, specifically because those are two game franchises that I love. But the casualization of these games has totally killed the populations of the multiplayer. Uh, he mentioned that Gears 3 was basically dead after 6 to 8 months, which it was. Like it didn't even last a year until people just stopped playing it as much. And Gears Judgment was fucking dead on arrival. As soon as Gears Judgment came out, there was no one playing ranked. Like you could only find a game of ranked in Team Deathmatch, and that lasted like a month. And then after that, it was done. So I mean, he made a good point to where this whole like today's casual gamers aren't gonna really want to play a Gears game. So I'm not gonna get to the point. I'm not to the point where I'm like I'm very middleman on the fence of this right now. I'm not gonna get excited about a new Gears game, but I'm not gonna totally shit on it like some people are doing because like it's literally just been announced. Like we've seen no gameplay, we've had no details of it. I mean, we don't know anything about it. So honestly, I don't think it can get much worse than Judgment. So I think by existing, it has to be better than Judgment. I mean, I don't understand how it could be worse. So, I'd say I mean, I don't even own an Xbox One. I don't know when I will, but if this game, I'm gonna pay attention to this game, and if it's looking like it'll be, what the fuck was that headshot? If it's looking like it'll be a decent game, then yeah, I might look into getting an Xbox One. It just depends on what games come out. Like honestly, I don't want either an Xbox One or a PS4 because like I don't really like none of the games are really looking that impressive to me. I mean, like you can't even like Xbox One, you can't even play higher than 720p, and PS4, I mean, it's not that much better. Honestly, there's really nothing that impressive about it. So, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see what these games provide. I mean, you can't really say either way. So, Gears of War, the news. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna get too excited about it just because I just don't do that anymore because I've been disappointed way too many times in these franchises that I love and that I just love playing. So I don't know what happened to the video here. I think it's just like super hardcore lag, but whatever. Let's see, what else is there? What else is there? No, that's just I would just recommend you guys just wait. Just wait and see. Honestly, that's all you can do because we really have no idea what direction Gears is going to go in the next generation. But I am hopeful, I guess. I guess that's one thing I could say. I do believe that it could be something good. And I'm hoping that it is good, but I'm not going to just totally write it off or just jump on board, because we literally have seen nothing so far. So that's basically my opinion. So just don't judge anything before you see it, and that's basically all my time right now. I mean, the video's over, so I might as well stop rambling now. But yeah, that's my opinion. My opinion is basically I have no opinion yet because you really shouldn't. Honestly, I mean, we literally just found out about it. I mean, I understand why some people are excited. I think everybody has the right to be excited because this franchise that we all love we thought it ended on a horrible note with Gears Judgment. There's a chance that it could be rebuilt into something great again, which I think is totally fine. But I also understand the point of view like, oh, I'm tired of this. I want new IPs, which is something CookielMonsterr mentioned. He just wants to see new IPs and see something different, which, that totally makes sense. I can understand that because I also want to see some new shit come out. But I wouldn't mind if there could be another Gears game that was awesome. I think that would be great. So I don't see why we can't have both. Like, why can't we have new IPs and have some, some reborn old IPs that are like forged from the Phoenix ashes into something amazing? I think that would be cool. So that's why I never gave up on Halo, because I just know how good Halo was, and I just want it to be really good again. But that's basically all I have to say. Not excited, but hopeful, and don't judge it yet. And I don't know. I'm just rambling now, so I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about this new Gears game. If you're excited, or if you're hopeful, if you're just, or if you've already given up on Gears, which I actually would understand. Um, yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys. Have an excellent day.